What is up? What is going on, everyone? Dave at SVA Card Collectors, and we will just be talking about the NBA. Yes, just the NBA. Games that are coming up this week that I think will be interesting to watch, and also maybe some of their card prices might get I don't know, we'll find out. But we're going to be talking about, there's a lot of back-to-back games, meaning teams are playing each other, home and away. And one of those teams are the Boston Celtics and the 76ers. They're playing Wednesday and Friday. I don't know if Jason Tatum is going to be playing, but you bet your bottom dollar that Joel Embiid will be playing today. And his PSA 10 goes for around $400. There's about 994, that's the pop for PSA 10. I think he's going to do real well, especially with Doc Rivers being his coach. I think that's a card that, not undervalued, but I could see that card moving up because I think he's going to play really well during the whole season. And even in the playoffs, I think he'll play well. Now, he's not going to touch anything that the Nets are throwing out there. Now, the Nets are playing the Cavaliers, and Kyrie should be playing today. And that's another guy, even though I do not like him at all. I just don't. He's a punk. Oh, Kevin Durant's got a day off. I'm going to take a day off too. Oh, I'm going to take 7 days off. Oh, he's just a prima donna. And people trying to help him out. Oh, but so much that he's done for charity. That's nice and all, but I don't care. I care what he does on the court. Stop trying to make it out where it's something different. He's just being a punk. Anyway, whatever. But his card, right now at PSA 10, his 2012 Prism is going for $1,100. The high was around $1,350, $1,400. I see that card going a lot higher because he's going to be able to play well with Harden and Durant. Them two are already playing really well together. Add him, he's going to be driving, dishing out. I don't think he's going to have any problems at all, and I think they're going to be really tough to beat. But they're going to be fun to watch. So everything that they do is going to be a must-see game. And so I think Kyrie's and also Harden's, they're already going up. I think they're going to go up more. I just think they're going to dominate. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe one of them gets hurt, and then we're in a different, boat. But I think that's what's going to happen. The next game I would like to talk about is Heat and Raptors. Hopefully my boy Tyler Hero comes back. I have a bunch of his silver prisms and PSA, but there's two things about him. He's averaging over 17 points a game. I think it's 17.6. Now, he hasn't played in a couple of games, but he's definitely a scorer, and he's doing real well. He brings the ball up, so he controls, the game flow and things like that. But during the time when Jimmy Butler was out and he was playing, they really weren't winning too much. Yes, you have still Bam Adebayo and him, but like I've always said about Tyler Hero, I don't think he's going to be a number one player. I think he's going to be a good number two player. So that will limit how high his card can go. But I still think if he gets back, he's going to get a lot of minutes, and I think he's going to get a bulk of the points. And people like the points, so they like it. They see 30 points and they get so excited. You know what I'm talking about. So I still think Hero is a good buy. But if he doesn't play, he's not going to be able to do much. So watch him, see what he's doing, if he's playing or not. If he's not, and you see his card starting to dip a little bit, I would be a buyer in them. I really would. Tomorrow we have the Lakers and the Bucks. That's just going to be a fun game to watch. I don't see card prices going up and down based off what they do on that game, but it's just going to be a fun game to watch. But what I would say is I think Drew Holiday, his card is, I think it's 09. I'm gonna look at my notes. I was right. I didn't even need to look because I know. 2009, 2010 Topps Chrome. There's not many PSA 10s. And if you think Milwaukee is going to get into the championship, do you think they're going to beat the Nets? You think they're going to do really well? He's going to be one of the guys, as well as Chris Middleton, that are going to be leading the charge. There's 2 PSA 10 rookie of Drew Holiday. Now, he's the third option, but he's still going to be a threat. And he's still going to, I still think you can buy his cards, his raw cards, try to get them graded before the playoffs. If you get even a 9, I'm sure there's going to be a buyer out there for it. And so I think that's a good, thing to look for. It's try to make some bank, bro. The other thing I'm going to say is Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton, his card isn't a buy right now by any stretch. It's 300, 350, his base from 2012. That's the way it's been always. But again, if you have faith in him in the playoffs and you think they're going to be the team that actually finally breaks through, he's going to be the number 2 guy. He's going to be the one that, brings them over the edge. And he played well in the playoffs last year, and I think he'll continue to do it. So just watch out for his card. Maybe if it dips a little bit, try to buy it, and then maybe it goes up to 450 in the playoffs. I think it's a good buy. Friday, Suns versus Denver. I'm a big Suns fan. I am a big Mikhail Bridges fan. I bought a whole bunch of his cards. Also a big Cameron Johnson fan. I didn't buy as many because I thought he wasn't going to start and Mikhail Bridges was, so I went after him. And plus Mikhail Bridges' cards were cheaper at the time, and so it just made sense for me to get the guy who's actually going to be playing more. Cameron Johnson, I still think is a good buy. He's a good scorer. Mikhail Bridges is going to stay on the outside and shoot his threes. And with Chris Paul driving the lane, dishing it out, he just stands there. This is all Mikhail Bridges does. He just stands there just like this. He just get thrown the ball. No? All right, well, maybe next time. He doesn't create. That's the only thing. He doesn't create his shot. Cameron Johnson does a little bit more of that. So that's why I like him a little bit more, maybe long term. But for right now, I think Mikhail Bridges is still a good buy because I think in the playoffs, they're going to surprise a couple of teams. I don't think they're going to win, obviously, go all the way, but I think they may win a round, maybe even 2. Who knows? 2, maybe 1. Maybe 1. So also on Saturday, Heat versus Nets. Again, Tyler Hero, that's who I'm looking for. I don't think Jimmy Butler's coming back. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's going to be a fun game to watch. See how the Nets, gel together. And on Sunday, you have Atlanta versus Milwaukee. People are just crapping on Trae Young right now. He had a couple of bad games. Guy's a stud. I still think he shoots really well. He just hasn't been doing as well. If you see any dip in his price in his cards, I would try to snatch him up because they're going to be a playoff team. Also, I would be looking at Deandre Hunter. That's a guy I would be buying as well. He's just consistent, man. He's been consistent, 15, 20 points every single game. He's the guy to buy. Cam Reddish as well, but not so much. I really like DeAndre Hunter. I bought more Cam Reddish than I did DeAndre Hunter. I actually didn't buy any DeAndre Hunter because Cam Reddish was cheaper. And I think I should have went the other route. But those are the guys who I'm looking at this week. If you guys want to day trade and you don't have these cards, go to starstock.com or CompC. You can get those cards over there and you can try to trade while the game is going on or right before the game. Maybe you get a couple of Select or maybe Optic. Prism may be a little bit too expensive on some of these guys. Or they don't have, like StarStock just deals with rookie cards. Comp, you got everything. So rookie cards I think is more fun because that's what everybody really wants. But as you get to the later, like 2014, 13, and 12, there's not as many on StarStock as 18, 19, 20. Oh, somebody's at my door. So that means we have to go. No, just as a synopsis, Kyrie, $1,100. There's only 666 PSA 10s. Mark of the beast. So I think he's going to be a solid buy. DeAndre Hunter. I'm blanking out here. I don't want to look down. I'm going to look down. Joel Embiid, I think is a good deal. Drew Holiday, maybe somebody that you're going to look. Chris Middleton, just somebody to watch. I really don't think he's someone to buy now, but I just think he's a solid player that in the playoffs he's going to do real well. So just watch, see if his card dips a little bit, and then go after him, buy him, because everyone's going to be watching the Nets and be going, ooh. Guys, hope you enjoyed this. Please like, please comment, please just, do whatever. Do what you do. Talk to you guys and enjoy the games.